Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's Tuesday. How are you? Good morning. Wonderful people. We're doing a little two-step. Good morning. Blessing Tuesday. Right, it's Two-Step Tuesday. Let me see who I have out on the line. Lynn Martinez. Lynn, Andrea, Zelly Martinez, Monique, Tahira Johnson. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jenny, wherever you are, just do a little two-step. I don't own the rights to this music. Just do a little two-step. Get your body going. It's Tuesday. You feel like walking the runway at your house, just get up and just walk the runway. And walk back and forth. Happy Tuesday, wonderful people. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning. I'm in my office today, so I'm going to do some signing, some teaching. It's going to be really cool teaching. I'm going to just take 2 more minutes to get my warm-up. Okay, we are getting ready to get started. I have some announcements to be made. Yes, I do have some announcement. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is the end of October. Woohoo! Wow. It is the end of October. Wow. This year has gone so fast. This year we started off great, but then all of a sudden coronavirus hit and it shifted our direction. Where we were going, many of us had plans to do great things, but it came to a halt. But during that halt, you decided to learn some sign language. It's really cool. So thank you for joining us since April 7th. So we've been doing consistently. So thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for watching diligently week after week after week after week after week. So thank you so much. Just have 2 announcements that I want to share with you. And then I'm going to go to some teaching today because I am in my office, so I can use my computer so we can talk. I'm going to do some topics and we're going to talk about so you can get some understanding. And then we should be fine for today. Okay. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, yours truly will be on a panel. I will be on a panel for the North Public Library, the Friends of the James Brown African American Room. That's one of the rooms here at the library. They are hosting hashtag Black Disability Lives Matter. Lives Matter. So I'm going to do it again. So hashtag Black Disability Lives Matter. It's going to be tomorrow. There's going to be the panel discussion, talk about the issues that as African Americans experience during the Black Lives Matter. So in the contribution, so you can look forward to, I will be on the panel along with Salifa Muhammad. She's the principal founder of Urban Matters Advocacy Action. And also I will be with Crystal Allen, Eyes Like Mine, visually impaired organization, and I am the Deaf Advocacy President. So it's really cool. So I will be doing that tomorrow. That panel will be really nice, and looking forward to be able to do that. Just to share some knowledge. It's only going to be an hour. You can look on the Facebook page. It starts at 6 to 7. An hour. You can ask questions as well. I'm looking forward to that. Also, next week, Tuesday, the library is closed due to Election Day. So the library is closed next Tuesday, Election Day. So just to let you know, we will be closed. So there will be no class next week, Tuesday. There may be a video pop-up showing. I'm not sure yet, so I'm working on something this week to be able to continue a class so you can watch something on that. So that is the update. I just want to let you guys know. And we're going to continue talking about some sign language information. Okay. So good morning for those who are joining. Good morning. So happy to see you all. And this is keep going, doing what we do and what we love to do. And I love teaching. So today's going to be a teaching moment. So you can be able to pick up some things and be able to do some things very important. So before I even go forth, next week we know it's Election Day. I hope those who have already cast your ballot, written in your mail-in, and drop it off in a box. I hope you do so. Those who are doing early voting at the polls in other states, please vote. It is our right to vote, and I share that everywhere. Voting, let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. That is key. So please go out and vote and do your civil duties. So I appreciate that. So we're gonna go right on along. I'm not gonna be long. I just got some information I want to share with you guys, so to help you guys with ASL. Okay. Can I ask a question to you? Can I ask a question? This is interactive with you. Can someone give me the acronym of CODA? What does that word mean? CODA. It's pertaining to somebody's death, but it's CODA. CODA. And it's pronounced coda. Can any of you put in the comments what does it mean to be a coda? I'll wait a few minutes. There's no right or wrong answer. If you don't know it, you don't know it, but I'm going to teach you. What is the word coda? If anyone could give me an acronym meaning of coda. So I'm going to give a few minutes. If anyone, if they typing it or if they're looking it up on Google, it's okay. It's CODA. It's pertaining to the deaf community. So I'm waiting to see, give a few more minutes to see if someone will type it in the comment section and see if you know what it is. Child of a deaf. Woohoo! Yes, indeed. Incredible. Yes. Child of a deaf adult. Of course it is. What it means, child of a deaf adult, mean your parents are deaf. I know because I have 2 deaf childs. Okay, cool. Very good. Child of deaf adults. So most of the time, coders are normally the interpreters for their parents. And if you are deaf and your children your primary to understand what the hearing person is saying. They interpret for you. They're coders. So that's how you get proficient coder interpreters. So it's really, really good. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was a question for you today on that. Okay. Let me get another question for you. Okay, here it is. Okay. All right, so we got the coda. Next one would be situation that calls for finger spelling. I know a few weeks ago we was talking about finger spelling. When you do not know the sign of the word and describe it or act it out, point or mimic it or drawing it, you don't use finger spelling as the first choice when you don't know the sign. Finger spelling is substituted if it's used in a word of sign does not exist. Finger spelling is usually approximate 10% of the time it should be used properly. For an example, so when you're doing finger spelling, it's like it usually help you like names of the towns, cities, and states. So some states have signs. For an example, New York, right over the bridge. We in New Jersey. So New Jersey is NJ, New Jersey. But New York is right over there. So you have to be specific and like specific brand names and products and services. You use it for finger spelling. So movie titles, books, you would use it for. Even I sometimes finger spelling people names. But if you finger spell somebody's name and then you change it and give them a name sign. For an example, I'm going to use Jerry, and Jerry is on. I know I have 2 deaf child. Very good. Jerry works at the airline. So sometimes it will fit her character who that deaf person is trying to give the hearing. The deaf person is giving the hearing person their sign name. Like for an example, my sign name is Tyson. So it's like T up here on top of my head. Tyson. It's because I'm smart. Smart. So Jerry, if I had to give Jerry a sign name, so I would do Jerry, I would do Jerry Airport, or I would do Jerry up in the air, because she works in the airport. So I would do JJ. You get what I'm saying? Jerry, to be able to help her sign name, to be able to identify. And the words are using caution. You should know the new ASL to be able to easily help you understand. Like I said, signing, when you're finger spelling, the new words we didn't know as before. If you would have asked us before, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, will we have this? You see, what is this? Can someone tell me what this is? I bet you, don't mind the fingerprints on it. Don't mind the fingerprints on it. Can someone tell me what this is? 15 years ago, we didn't have this. 15, 20 years ago, we didn't have this. This is new. I am a male lady. Would that be, what would my name be? Well, I have to get more information on you, Zelly. A tablet, very good. Hold that thought, tablet. Zelly, what it is, a deaf person would get your sign name, you have to be around. It's like a privilege. It's like you earned it from the deaf community. You get what I'm saying? They would give you, like you a male, this is male. So just to let you know, male, lady, iPad, tablet, iPad, very good. So 15 years ago, we didn't have this, right? So they created the sign iPad, watch, iPad. So it's the palm of your hand, and you take it and you move it around. What do you do with the iPad or the tablet? You move it around. It's touching. It's touch screen. So that's all new. How cool is that? And like for an example, we all know this is coronavirus. During this time, during this corona, see, this is the people here, it spreads coronavirus. So those signs, when it first came out, everybody was spelling coronavirus or COVID-19. But now the sign, everybody knows the sign, corona. So that's very helpful in your finger spelling, in your situation. Become accurate in your finger spelling. Before you form a letter or the manual, you should need to get to know the proper position of your letters and strategy for good finger spelling. For an example, it makes it easier, you will get the notes after this, it makes it easier for the palm of your hand and to be able to read it. You get what I'm saying? To be able to read it. Hold your dominant hand slightly facing and then below your chin. So it should be right in this area. Right in this area. You see what I'm saying? Like iPad. You see how I did it? iPad. It should be able to, and it should not be bouncy. Like some people, it shouldn't be bouncy. It should be, you know how people go, let it flow. Let it flow. You know, take your time. You don't have to be all like, I want to be like, no, you don't have to. Just take the time and be able to, don't let it be bouncy letters like iPad. You see how simple that is? And be relaxed and let it smooth and let it flow. Speed is not important. Your speed in sign language and the in finger spelling is not important. Just take your time, because you want to know why? You want the person to be able to read it. So if I use this word right now and see if you can catch it, and you can see the difference. It's a simple word. I took my time and did it. So I did it twice. I'm going to do it one more time. So if you saw it, if you could type it in there, let me know. That would be helpful. Let me know. I'm just waiting to see if it pop up. Very good. Mix. So now, since I'm on mix, right? Everybody got it. Mix, right? So now watch. Watch what I'm getting ready to do. Did you understand when I just signed? Just hit yes or no if you understand what I signed. And I did it really fast too. If you got it, just hit yes if you got it. If you hit no, that you don't got it. Mix. Very good. Mix. And then use your speed. See, no, Jen. All right, I'm waiting, okay. See, that's what's going to confuse you. You see what I'm saying? It's going to confuse you. So that's why I said be smooth with it. So mix. See, I know a lot of you won't catch it. It's the same word. I did the same word, but I did it fast. Mix more quickly. You know what I mean? And sometimes you may, and you in the conversation, you go mix it up. So you could do mix, you know what I mean? I just did the short word so you can visually see it. I won't be able to read that fast. See? And it's just like someone talking really fast. It's the same exact way. Just to make sure you'll be able to do that. Do not say it with your mouth as a single letter, like M-I-X. Let the person use your receptive skills to be able to say, So that's very helpful. Yes, but only when you're signing it early. Hello, ASL family. Started late. Miss being here. Oh, so happy to have you back. So happy to have you back. Also, when you're moving slightly to the right to side, if it's a double letter, say for example, a double letter. I'm going to use this as a double letter. Here we go. V. You see how I did that? And I took my time and I did it that way. You get what I'm saying? Valley. That's the word, valley. So practice your finger spelling with your elbows rested on the table. So like my table's here, I'm on the desk right here. That's what I'm using like this to be able to rest up on it. Or sometimes I tell people just not to, just back up and just hold. Give yourself valley. To be able to do that. Use here's some warm up. Some hand warm ups when you're using sign language. Just some tips, just some help you out. When you're finger spelling, you can use your hand manners. That's not accurate. Therefore, present discomfort. It's good to have hand exercise warm up. For an example, shake your hands. You see what I'm doing? Shake your hands. I'm doing this. Just shake it. Just take a minute to shake your hands. Shake it. Stretch your hand, your 5 hands open in position. Just stretch it wide and go back in. These are some exercise. Just stretch your hands like this. Those are very helpful on that. You get what I'm saying? Just stretch it. Stretch your hands up and down. Those are very helpful tools. Okay? Create a piano area. Like starting with your pinky, ending with your index finger. You know how you play the piano? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, be able to move it around. So that's some, create that. There's nothing wrong with that. And get ready to do the previous exercise three more times. Then you'll be good. And then do your hand shape. And I always tell people, do the alphabets. Do your manual alphabets. You know what I mean? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So just take a moment. Do the alphabet where you are. Just take a moment. Just to be able to get your hand motion going. Just take a moment to do your alphabets. Because it's very, very crucial to be able to do what you need to do. Just take a minute. Just take a minute to do your alphabets. I'm going to do it with you again. Just remember, did you have your palm of your hand facing your face at other time? If you did, you was talking to yourself. And one of the rules of finger spelling, make sure you are looking at the receiver. So don't be sitting up there doing this to yourself. A, B, C. turn around so the people can see you. Like I've got a face to you guys. Just turn around, do the alphabet one more time, facing the camera. Go. Give you a couple minutes to do that. I hope this is a good teaching. I tell people once you know the alphabet, it will come easy to learn. You must practice. Very good. Very good, Mary. That is so true. If you know that, you should be able to learn how to do more and more things. Gisette, that's very funny. I know. And I tell people that all the time. When I teach you, people tend to sign to themselves this way. I say, no, I can't see it. I don't know what you're saying. So you got to really turn it over. So that's really good. When you finger spell it, make sure your position of your hand is in the air slightly right of your face. It should not, your hand should be in a position to imagine standing in front of the refrigerator, writing a grocery list on a little magnet tablet. Utilize a visual clue or a notepad to be able to control your finger spelling. So if you have something like this in front of you to be able to maneuver some stuff on it, that's really, 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 really cool to be able to do that. All right. Next thing, by now you should be able to start feeling your hand shapes, the letters. Don't forget that you need to do your warm-up. It's your practice session. Here's some beginning ideas to practice your skills. I spell out words of myself, and I live in on the bus. I live in San Francisco. Very good. Receptive skills are hard in finger spelling. Yes, it is very hard, but I'm going to give you a tip on that, Lauren. Give me a second. I have that in my notes. By the time you do that, like street names, you know what I mean? And it goes back to Bobby. I may be pronouncing it bone. If you were like on the bus, you finger spelling it. It's very helpful to be able to get the flow of it. You get what I'm saying? And let me give you to do what we do. Just watch the person. You should be able to do what you do. It shouldn't take that hard. This is you watching your receptive skills. Look at it. Bobby, I'm sorry, because I'm just reading it because of the Bobby. Thank you so much for the correction. I appreciate it. I like to make sure I pronounce people's name correctly. So you'll be able to do like your grocery lists and all of that. So that's very, very cool on that. Just take a minute to do that. Like sometimes finger spelling, practicing your fingers such as moving, using the letters to improve your fingers. Later, your fingers get partners can practice with a spelling bee with each other. So if you have somebody that you live with, or someone that you're working with, or someone that you are with, and you know what I mean, do a spelling bee with that person. Just say, hey, this is how you practice your receptive skills. Say, hey, this is how you, sign this. You know what I mean? For an example, I have some tips up here. Words like cat, tip, mug, dip, sag, wax, eat, van, oat, roar, mopped, beg, hit, pie, zapper, ear, jar, gin, fox, get, top, pit, sip, eye, cap, knot, box, gym, ear, jaw, tap, hat, zip, hug, bit, get, rat, sir, jam, wet, nap, lip, lung, die, butt, fix, six, was, knit, and nip. I just named a whole bunch of words. And I felt like I was doing audiology again. And I'm going to get my hearing test again. And they'd be like, say these words behind it. They'd be like, nip. All of those. Those are words that do not have sign, need to be finger spelled. Correct. But for an example, cat. This is a sign for cat. You get what I'm saying? Or for like top. We know this is top. Or top. It depends on how you use it in a sentence, Giselle. You know what I mean? But I just like fit. It fits me. It fits. It depends on how you utilize it. So it's just to take this up to the next level. So trying to twist the game with these words, you know what I mean? It's similar signing for those who are deaf and blind, interpreting in a terrific way to adopt them to feel what it is what they're feeling. So these are very good things to be able to have. I have some tips here to initialize sign to be able to help you out with it. For example, A, attitude. You know what I mean? B, boss. It's the heart. You know what I mean? Boss. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, coach, on the shoulder. You know what I mean? There's different ways you could be able to do that and be able to help you with that. And like states and like you can use finger spelling for states. But just got to know the abbreviation. Alabama, Alaska, AK, Arizona, AZ. Just using that. NY, New York, SC, South Carolina, TN, Tennessee, VT, Vermont. So those are the things that you will be able to use in your finger spelling. So I just gave you that information on finger spelling. I'm just hoping that it will be helpful with you understanding your finger spelling. Now let me go into another part of this segment here. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, yawn disease. I was up super early, so I'm just like, yawn disease. All right, you would get this. All right, like for an example, in English, I'm just jumping around so you could be able. This is still in your finger spelling. You'd be able to do this. If I'm doing an interview question with you, right? And the interview question is, what is your name? And ASL, name your. And your response is, my name, and then you got to finger spell it. What city do you live in? That's English. ASL, city where live? Live address. You have to finger spell it. Where do you work? English. ASL, work where? What it is, work, you have to finger spell where you work at. Depend on where you work. What is your email address? Email, question mark, that's ASL. What is your email? That's English. And then your response will be email, and you give them the email address. Where did you learn sign language? That's English. ASL, learn where? Question mark. And you give the location where you learned it from. And then your next question, are you deaf? Deaf? Question mark. That's your ASL. And all your response is if you sign it yes or no. And this is one, nice to meet you. English. Nice meet. That's how you sign it in ASL. And your response is nice to meet you. You will learn how to sign the questions and response. You don't remember the ASL order sentence because it doesn't concern you. But like for an example, signing my name without using the word is perfectly acceptable, just to let you know. So I just give you those tips on that to be able to do that. So while we still there, I'm going to go down to another segment. This is very helpful with your receptive skills. If you notice, I always wear like a solid color shirt, even if it's black. And my wall is like white in the background of me. And if I happen to have on a different color shirt that has too much going on, that is really it would bother the person that's doing the receptive skills of understanding. That's why you notice that we wear like a solid color. So normally I don't wear black with my with my skin tone, I would do the opposite, like a bright color to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So that's how you know if you're interpreting. Like I always go with a light color suit or a light color shirt to be able to translate. I try to keep it solid because I don't want it to be too busy to be able to do that. And that's very key on that. All right, so we did that. And we got about another 5 more minutes, and then we'd be done with the session for today. And to be able to do what you need to do on that. On your hand motion, to be able to do, wait a minute, where is it? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. She's not in today. Not a problem, Miss D. No problem. That was my coworker. I'm in my office. No one's in here yet, so just quiet at the moment. They came in, you know what I mean. Just wanted to give you one more tip. I'm trying to see this. This will help us out for tomorrow. So, tomorrow, if you guys know, this coming on because I'm wrapping it up in a few minutes because I have a meeting to go to, and I try to do 45 minutes. Try to do at least 40 minutes into the session because it's 10:40 now. I try to get 5 more minutes in. So tomorrow I'm going to be on a panel. I'm talking about Black Disability Lives Matter. And it's also to know your American Disability Acts and the potentials where the ADA needs to be, what you call them. You know what I mean? I don't see myself having a disability. I have an ability. My ability is I can still hear. I'll use my hearing aids, and I do so much for the information that I need to share. So tomorrow, if you're not doing anything, you want to watch this live. It's going to be live on Facebook tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock on Wednesday the 28th. You know what I mean? The flyer is up on social media. This is what the flyer looks like. You can click on it and get information on it. If you would like to join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, it's really an amazing opportunity to share. We have 3 phenomenal people. Looking forward to working with these individuals, doing what we need to do to be successful at what we do. It is now wrapping up. I just like to leave words of encouragement before I sign off for today. Continue to wear your mask. Continue to wear your mask. Mask up. I have my mask here. I have my mask here. And I have my mask here. Where's my other mask? Right here. I have my other mask right here. It was in my bag, so I keep my mask. So, mask up. Use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer frequently. It's important to wash your hands to be able to do what you be able to do each week. Be able to do that. Practice social distancing, people. The reason why I'm doing this public service announcement because our numbers has gone up in New Jersey and all over, but in the city of Newark, the numbers has gone up, and I'm concerned. You know what I mean? We need to be able to do what we need to do as a family. I consider you my family, and family look out for each other. So you got, you know what I mean? We look out for each other. So I say that to say, let's keep safe. Let's do what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's a great opportunity. And as we know, next week, it's election day. Please, if you got your mail-in ballots, please send it back in. It is so crucial that we go out and vote. Vote, vote, vote. Your vote matters. Number two, I just want to say thank you all for what all you guys do. You guys, it's amazing. So it is very crucial that we do what we need to do. And you know what I mean? Even though the pandemic is starting to come back and this corona didn't leave us, I need us to love on each other like never before. Check up on each other. Do a mental health check with yourself. Do self-care. It's okay to walk outside your house with the mask on and go for a walk, go hiking, and do things. It's okay. It's all right. If you have children, it's okay. Take them out, let them breathe, because they've been cooped up for so long. And also, talk to your family. There's cool ways you can do that. I know Halloween is this weekend, and we want to go trick-or-treating. We want to put on our costumes and do what we can do. You can do cool stuff with your families. I know I remember when I was a kid, we used to have the butt pail and used to eat the apple and it has money in it. I remember that. Even if if you've been apple picking, make some apple pie as a family. You know what I mean? Or do something. You know what I mean? It's not me, it's him. And I just have a strong faith. And I just want to make sure my family is safe. You guys are safe with me. So stay safe, stay well. Keep on living. Keep on smiling. And do something that you haven't done today that makes you happy. And I need you to do that, okay? Have an amazing day on purpose. It is Tuesday. You know how I end off on Tuesday. So we get ready to go. It's Tuesday. I don't own the rights of this song. But thank you guys for joining me each and every Tuesday. It may be a surprise next week on Facebook. You love it? Come on, put your hands up. Clap a little bit. Dance a little bit. Love on yourself. Love others. This is the best time to be alive despite the pandemic. You have purpose. I have purpose. I love you, everybody. See you guys in 2 weeks. Next week will be like a video. I will do a short video of some signing that we will do. Get some rest. I know next Tuesday I'm going to get some rest. Thank you guys. See you guys next week. Love you guys.